All right, next up on the block from Toy Biz, we have for you the X-Men Invasion series. This is the Battle-Ravaged Wolverine, a pretty fun piece right here. You've seen Wolverine in various forms. You've certainly seen him as a Toy Biz figure, mostly as a Marvel Legends, but here he is with his damaged outfit there, Battle Ravaged, so he's all tore up. But of course, with his healing factor, he is doing fine. He's just torn up all around here. So a neat way to make some customs if you're into that. Certainly just a neat figure on his own. And we're going to walk you through the condition of this while we're here. So I'll show you the way the light shines off of it. You can see a little bit of bending on the card. Nothing too spectacular. Overall, just your typical shelf wear on this one. The bubble is nice and tight on that card. No dings, dents, cracks, anything like that. I'll show you the size marker on them as well as we get some photos for the catalog. A little bit smaller, as I said, than the Marvel Legends, so similar in size, but just a little bit tinier. And he comes with this pretty cool base. I don't know if you can see that there. That base, does it show you what he does? Oh yeah, so it's for his Berserker Rage action. We've all got Berserker Rage. He just hammers these doors down and have it. Show you through the bubble. You can see to the other side, so you can see it's fairly clear. Not a ton of yellowing, and all around a pretty good piece. So there you have it. This is the Battle-Ravaged Wolverine. You can head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com and see this and all the other items we've got for you in our next live auction event. Free bids now, or join us live on auction day to be able to defend this and get this into your collection. This is the Invasion series X-Men Battle-Ravaged Wolverine from Toy Biz. All right, next up on the block, we have from the Mutant Armor series. This was an interesting little series from Toy Biz with the X-Men characters. An attempt to really to bring you the mold a couple more times, and that's what they did. This was the Astral plane armor. Is this something that you really need? No, but if you are a completist, oh man, you've got to get this into your collection. Look at all this stuff here. You got really more things you would expect from Doctor Strange. Not even sure, is that, I guess that is a Professor Xavier's head on there, in clear kind of see-through red, which is interesting. What body they're using, I don't know, because Professor X has been working out. He has not been missing leg day, which is pretty impressive for a man who drives around in a chair all day. Those are some pretty impressive quads right there. Check that out. For a dude who hasn't walked since, what, 1964, 65, 66, we're in there. Pretty impressive. You got some neat stuff going on right there. You got all of whatever this is, and this is part of their armor series, the X-Men Mutant Armor. So it's an attempt to kind of add some different pieces there. You can't be too upset by it, even if it's a little bit wacky, even if it's a little bit weird. I'm going to show you the condition of it right here. See a little bit of bending on there. We're going to let the light dance around it there. And if we wanted to, and we certainly don't, we couldn't hide the defects from you once we start showing you all of this light shining on it. If there's any creases, dents, cracks, and that effects, you're going to see them. I don't really see any. It's your typical shelf wear, a little bit of scuffing on that bubble, but otherwise nice and tight on the card. You can see all the way through. The best spot is right here. You can see right through to the back. See that there really isn't any yellowing to that card, nor is there any cracking. I don't know if I showed you the size. We'll get some of that for the catalog as well. And you can see all those photos in the catalog at TheBigToyAuction.com. See it right here. That'll give you an idea of the size. A little bit smaller than some of the Marvel Legends that you might be used to from Toy Biz. This is a Toy Biz figure from circa, I'm going to say around 96, 97, 95 it looks like. Yeah, 96. There it is. 96. So a 25-year-old figure looking really, really nice on that card. All around a pretty good figure. You can get it yourself, put it in your collection. Head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com. Leave your pre-bids right now or join us at the live event. Either way, you're going to increase your chance of getting the Mutant Armor series. Professor Xavier Astral Plane Armor. All right, here we go. Havoc. This is from the Invasion series of X-Men from circa 95, 96, right in there. He's got a projectile throwing action. Toy Biz in that time, 95, 96, right in around that era, had a lot of gimmicks to them. These were right before the Marvel Legends line, so it's a little bit smaller than those figures. Smaller, as you can see right here, and I'll give you a size marker to back that up. But I'll walk you through. You can see right here, he does throw that projectile, so a pretty standard kind of action figure. Sometimes some of the gimmicks that they threw in were crazy. I'm going to show you Havoc himself. Havoc obviously was a much, much more popular character back then. Kind of fresh off the heels a little bit. A few years after Havoc and Wolverine. Still part of the... Well, heck, for that matter, Cyclops isn't really quite as popular as he was back then, but certainly his brother was a little bit overlooked here. Nevertheless, neat little piece, and he's throwing out his little Havoc blasts. So I'm going to walk you through it here. You'll see the condition. That's why we do these video condition reports, is to show you, well, exactly that, the condition, card, bubble, else. And the easiest way to do that is to show you how that light puzzles off of it. A little bit of shelf wear here and there, some slight bends perhaps at the corner, a little bit of waviness. Nothing really major, no cracks in this bubble. It's nice and tight on the card. I don't feel anything. Sometimes you'll get a little bit of rough edges right here or some crush wear. There's none of that going on, and you can see that for yourself. I'll also point out that there is no real yellowing to that card. See right here, as you see whiteness down at the bottom. Overall, a pretty nice piece. If you don't have Havoc in your collection, and the thing about a character like him is just not making them anymore, unless he should appear somewhere else in the in some of the new media, you'll get a chance to add this character to your collection. Get it while you can. You can get it over at TheBigToyAuction.com, as you see right now. Free bids right now, right today, right at this very, very moment. X out of this video and head on over there, and you can click on the button. Let us know how much you're willing to pay for it, how much you want it in your collection, or you wait till auction day and you can defend it live, or you do a combination of both. Doesn't matter to us. Either way, you're going to get this piece. Invasion series X-Men Havoc from Toy Biz. All right. Next up on the block, we've got this Mutant Armor series. This is around 96 or so. They started doing these Mutant Armors. It was a way to take the pre-existing figure and add some fanciness to it. A little bit of extra jazz. And that's what you got here, this crystalline armor. Obviously, it's Iceman has made himself a little suit of crystals, powers, kind of breakaway. So it's weird, but it's interesting. Nonetheless, we'll get right up close so you can see in there. A little bit tough with the studio lights, but you can see pretty neat looking Iceman. Not sure if that's a reused body from something else. And he does come, like a lot of them, with a gimmick. That was like a lot of the figures from that era. The Toy Biz figure in particular came with a gimmick. This push button back to raise or retract icicles. Okay, I don't really know what that does, but sounds pretty neat. Looks pretty cool. I'm not not too familiar with with what I just noticed was the Mutant Armor. Mutant, different I imagine than Mutant. Armor series. But there you go. This is part of the Mutant Armor series. Almost looks like a knockoff, but it's not. If ever there were a Idiocracy moment, I guess that might be it. So you've seen the size marker on this. You can see he's a little bit smaller than the Marvel Legends. Ingans, as I guess they might be called now. Fire that copywriter. To show you the card itself, you can see it's fairly white straight down through to the bottom, as you can see right here. See no real discoloration, no yellowing, but there is a little bit of this crush wear. Fortunately, it looks like somewhere along the line it got caught, fell and hit something. I swear it wasn't us. See me drop things in the under the box here a couple of times, but it doesn't hit on anything. See a little bit of the dent card, a little bit warped over, but nothing major. Overall, really kind of nice. It's like overall you're looking at just the typical shelf wear, with the exception of just this little bit of a extra, and unfortunately that has bent the bubble too. That happens, but the guy inside, Iceman himself, is nice and ready to go. He's never been removed, never been played with, never been displayed, etc. So all around you're going to get really nice figure and a pretty nice card. Still displays very well, as you can see right here. It's just not one that you're going to send in to get graded. If, like me, you're not a grading guy to begin with, though, you like to look at them like this or crack them open and play with them, then this is fantastic for you. And where are you going to get it? Well, I'll tell you right here. TheBigToyAuction.com. You can head on over there, leave your pre-bids right at this moment, or join us for the live auction. Send your bids. Either way, forward to seeing you. Auction.